What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father. It's at Amazon, Kindle, CreateSpace. The link will be in the description box below. Uh, this one's entitled The Culture of Living Alive. You know, I was too tired to finish the third video yesterday, so I'm going to do four now. The thing about it is, we live in a society where people are comfortable living a lie, but it makes their life very uncomfortable. And it's difficult for some reason for people to live in truth, even though it makes your life easier. Free your mind and your ass will follow. You know, but that's hard to do nowadays. But that's because of how this culture is, and and I think it starts with the inception of this country and the way they teach history. When you're a child, they teach history. They teach you history in school and religion outside of school when you're a child. And parents do the same thing. Have this "do as I say, not as I do" same mentality. So you're taught all of this history that most of it winds up being a lie, and they feel because you're indoctrinated at a young age, once you find out it's a lie, you're still going to play along with it. Which usually that's why you get a lot of this rebellion from teenagers, because they're big enough to not get their asses whipped by you, and so they can disagree with you at this particular point. Not for what you may be saying to them, not for what you may have been saying to them at the moment, but the culmination of all the lies that you've told them when they were too small to defend themselves. Same thing, that's same thing with the parents, same thing with the school system, same thing with the church, same thing with society. They come into that realization. You know, so I'm going to take this in a few different directions. That was one of them. This culture is funny about living a lie, because look at people's health. They'll let you. You have all the options in the world, but the options that are promoted the most is the ones that make you the worst off, the sickest. You don't see fruit and vegetable commercials on your television. You see fast food commercials. You don't see fresh fruit and vegetables and vegetarian stands on lined up every 3 miles. You see fast food. So knowing that for most people, you're just gonna gravitate to what you see, and you're gonna choose what's worse out of um, recognition. So when you keep doing this, you're gonna gradually deteriorate and get worse. So you're gonna be unhealthy, maybe overweight. And then you're gonna go to a doctor and he's gonna put you on a prescription. But he's gonna tell you, you know what you need to do? You need to eat healthy and exercise. But you know what you do? You rather live a lie like, I ain't gotta really do it like that. I could just take this pill. That pill has side effects. You're gonna live with those side effects. And all you gotta do is stop living a lie of I need to eat healthy, I need to exercise, I need to love myself enough to take care of myself better, and all of these things will reverse. But we got that culture of living a lie. So the problem persists. People thinking, you're gonna die anyways from old age. That's absolutely true. But a lot of people are dying prematurely from denial. So they never actually get themselves better to live the actual the amount of time that they should live before they die. That's my point. Another thing, we living in a culture that likes living a lie because, for some odd reason, lies are cool. You know, because a lie will keep your ego sky high, even though your life is in the gutter. So as long as you look good in public, it circumvents the idea that you're going through shit in private. So what I mean by that is you can get on social media and take pictures doing big things. You can go to all the parties and the concerts and the vacations and the trips, and you can smile on the pictures. You can be in all the relationships you want to, and relationship goals. But that veneer is not the real life. The real life is you just probably put yourself in a hole going on vacation. You probably went to a party and was sitting in the corner all day long by yourself, and then you decided we turning up, we turning up, we turning up, we turning up, and then you put that shit right back down and sat there for 2 hours. But what you put out into the world is that lie. That's a problem, you know. But that's the culture of living a lie, you know. Man, you got a fly car, but they didn't tell you, you know, they paying $800 car note, and they struggling in the motherfucker to just pull up. They say they got a fly car, but the rest of them 30 days, they're like, oh, no, the fuck was I thinking, man? Why the fuck did I pay all this money for this goddamn car, man? I fly on these boys, but it's fucking killing me. They didn't tell you that part, did they? No, they didn't. You know, the other culture of living a lie. Um, how can I say this? The culture of power. See, people think power is a real tangible thing when it's always perceived. And people want to swear that they're in a power position, which um, power is partially karma. So if you sway the scales of balance unfairly in your direction to have your power, eventually that counterweight is gonna bam right back on you. So some people like living a lie that they are hiding behind their skewed power at the time without and playing on that as if what goes around doesn't come around. And you can be powerful in public and pathetic in private. But like I said earlier about the social media thing, but as long as in front of people you look hard, you're alright with that. But there are a lot of people behind closed doors who are alcoholics, who are drunk, who are suffering from loneliness, who are depressed, who are utterly miserable, and they wish that they didn't make the choices that they made, and all they have to hold on to is that public power persona. You know, how can I say, like them Bill O'Reilly types. He talks one thing to the public, and behind closed doors, he's everything that he talks about. He's not a happy person. You can tell. Same thing like with the Rush Limbaughs. You wouldn't be, popping Vicodins and Vicodins and Viagra's in the Dominican Republic, paying young prostitutes for sex, if you really was such a confident, manly guy, because you wouldn't have to do all of that. That's just. But when you live in a lie, that's what I mean by powerful publicly, pathetic in private. It is what it is. I'm not knocking the guy. If that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. Whatever. The other thing, well, people kind of, not kind of, but people have this culture living a lie is their selective memory. See, people in this country, because of history, because of religion, because of parenting, have this idea that you can have a selective memory. Oh, I don't remember that. I didn't do that. And if you notice nowadays, there's so much technology and so many cameras, you can catch people flat on camera doing something. And it happens a lot when I see the replays of some of these TV shows just online, where somebody got caught doing something on camera, and they're like, I ain't say that. I didn't do that. No, that wasn't me. No, 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 no. And they look, and let's put this in slow motion. That's you doing exactly what you said you wasn't doing. You know, uh, um, I never uh, rubbed my feet on Eddie's couch. Yeah, I went over Eddie's house and rubbed my feet on Eddie's couch. He could buy another one, like that type of shit, right? But because it's the culture of being able to live this lie, they were able to do it, right? And the crazy part about it, about this culture, and I'm gonna get out of here with this one, is this: when you living in a culture of living a lie, you're scared of the truth. This is what bothers a lot of people. This is what cracks me up, is the worst thing that this that that happens in this culture is people are scared of this truth. This is why people say stuff like you're fat shaming, you're this shaming, you have shaming tactics, because these motherfuckers been living a lie so long that the truth is shaming them. So now you have to spin the truth to be negative, because what's done in the dark will be brought to the light. And just like when you're in the dark too much and you walk outside and you're like, that's how people feel about the truth. And when they do that, guess what? They're exposed. That's why, partially, this is why some people don't want to believe in spirituality no more, is because they've been living a lie their whole lives, and they don't want to have to think that if they die, they don't have any repercussions. It's just gonna be over. No, it ain't gonna be over. You're gonna get judged on that shit. But you know, no, is it people gonna freak out sitting at the scales with Anubis or some shit, like, or Saint Peter with that book of life? You're like, oh no, no, I thought it was over. Mm-hmm. Just saying. But this is the culture living a lie. We out.